The 1971 United Kingdom 2 new pence coin is one of the most fascinating pieces of British decimal coinage. Introduced as part of the UK's move to a decimal currency system, this coin marked a major turning point in British monetary history. Decimalisation took place on February 15, 1971, a day famously known as Decimal Day. Before that, Britain used the old pounds, shillings and pence system which had been in use for centuries. The introduction of the new pence coins was part of the modernisation of the UK's currency, making it simpler and more efficient for trade and everyday use. The 2 new pence coin of 1971 was the very first year of issue for this denomination, making it historically significant. It was struck by the Royal Mint, and millions of these coins were produced for circulation to replace the old pre-decimal tuppence coins. The coin's obverse side features the famous portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. In this portrait, the Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a symbol of elegance and national pride. Around the portrait, you can see the words, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1971, which stand for Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Turning to the reverse side of the coin, we find one of the most recognizable designs in British coinage. The design features the badge of the Prince of Wales, which consists of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Below the feathers is a ribbon that bears the German motto, Ich diene, meaning I serve. This badge has been associated with the Prince of Wales since the 14th century and symbolizes loyalty and service to the crown. Below the emblem, the denomination new pence is inscribed along with the number 2, clearly indicating the value of the coin. The reverse was designed by Christopher Ironside, one of the most respected coin designers in British history. The 1971 2 new pence coin was made of bronze, composed of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc and 0.5% tin, giving it a reddish-brown color that was typical of coins from that era. Each coin has a diameter of 25.91 millimeters, a weight of 7.12 grams, and a thickness of about 1.85 millimeters. It also has a smooth edge, which helps distinguish it from other denominations like the 1 penny or the 10 pence coin, which had different edge patterns. In terms of mintage, the 1971 issue saw a massive number produced. Approximately 1.45 billion coins were minted for circulation. Because of this huge quantity, the coin itself is not rare in normal circulated condition. However, collectors often look for uncirculated, proof or error varieties that can make the coin more valuable. Proof sets were produced by the Royal Mint for collectors, and these have a beautiful mirror-like finish with sharper details. There are also a few error coins from 1971 that are of particular interest to collectors. Some coins have die rotation errors, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws, which can dramatically increase their value. While these errors are uncommon, they can be worth anywhere from £50 to £500 or more, depending on the severity and rarity of the mistake. One of the most common questions collectors ask is about the value of the 1971 2 new pence coin today. In average circulated condition, the coin is typically worth only its face value, 2 pence, since billions were made. However, if you have a brilliant uncirculated BU or proof coin, it can be worth between £1 and £5, depending on its condition. Coins that are still sealed in their original 1971 decimal coin sets may fetch a bit more. Now, many people confuse the 1971 new pence with the 1983 new pence error coin. In 1983, the Royal Mint changed the wording from new pence to simply 2 pence. However, a small number of 1,983 coins were accidentally struck with the old new pence design, and those are the extremely rare ones worth hundreds or even thousands of pounds. The 1971 version, by contrast, was meant to say new pence, so it's not considered an error for that year. Despite its commonness, the 1971 2 pence coin still holds great historical and sentimental value. It represents the birth of Britain's decimal system, a revolutionary change in how money was counted, saved, and spent. Many people who lived through the transition from pre-decimal to decimal currency remember the 1971 coins fondly as part of a national transformation. Collectors also appreciate the aesthetic beauty of the coin. The combination of the Queen's elegant portrait, the symbolic feathers of the Prince of Wales, and the deep bronze finish gives the coin a timeless look. Over time, these coins develop a natural patina, often giving them a darker, more rustic appearance that adds to their vintage charm. In summary, the 1971 UK 2 pence coin may not make you rich, but it's a wonderful piece of British history. It symbolizes the start of a modern era of coinage and remains one of the most iconic coins from the early decimal period. Whether you are a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, this coin is an essential addition to any British coin collection. It tells the story of change, from the old to the new, and serves as a tangible reminder of a time when Britain took a bold step toward modernization. If you ever come across a 1971 2 pence coin in your collection, take a moment to appreciate its history and craftsmanship. And if it happens to be in mint condition, it's definitely worth keeping safe in your coin folder or display case. Coins like this connect us to the past and remind us how currency evolves with society.